weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
You ready? Watch the run, watch the run.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now...
And Kamara has it stripped.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On 3rd and long, it's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32, and he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now the 3rd leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the 50, it's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun. Gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again is gone. Flush to his right. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his 2nd NFL campaign at 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Chauncey Gardner-Johnson, the rookie from Florida. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
1st down. Ready? 95-56. 95-56. I'm coming up to you.
Breeze now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run. This is Kamara. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there out of Kamara. 56 yards on the ground. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running with Kamara. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally, and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now Breeze on the bootleg. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
Ready, 95-56. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, he did get a taste of previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Ready? 5-9. Here we go, here we go.
Kamara trying again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. Breeze going to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Here we go with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it second down. To throw is gone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
To the air again. Goff. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time...
Right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Throwing on second down. Breeze. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Goff. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Michael Thomas. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Gall. Going up top for Cup. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Ready, 95-56.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked out right there at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when it gets... Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 40, 20, 10, touchdown LA. Todd Gurley, 77 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a first down carry, it's Kamara. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 10.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Breeze. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Meanwhile, Goff to Gurley as he drops it off for his running back. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Here's Ginn. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Ready. Go, lady. Oh, here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. It's a big play there for the Saints. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up. Past the 30. At their own 34-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Another carry now for Gurley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
It's
a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. Block 20.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Gone. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a 1-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First down.
Breeze now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now Kamara. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 20-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 3rd and 2, gone. Man open, it's Cup, he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On first down, gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it.
Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time. Jared Goff, 4 times last year, he led the Rams on a fourth-quarter comeback. He obviously didn't do it in Super Bowl 53, but can he do it here? And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown of the new season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
What we got?
They'll look to throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Second and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're running it. Check them. You're good. I fool. Ready.
Again, it's Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 95-56. 95-56.
Breeze to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Kill.
Saints, first down.
Check.
Back to throw, Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So this one a victory here for New Orleans.